Okay, folks, a brief description of this set that lives in the UK that I use for tours various and other things when I'm over here. This is a Yamaha PHX set that I've had for a few years now. It's semi-conventional. That's a 12 by 8. This is a 14 by 12 deep and a 16 by 16. Having this only 12 inches deep, I find for the way I play that it makes it a little bit, if not geographically, tone-wise, pitch-wise, I should say, a little closer to the 12/8 and further away from the 16. I find that by having the drum not at 14-inch depth, it gets it a little closer to the 12 from a pitch point of view and further away from the 16. The bass drum is a 20 by 15, and Yamaha very kindly made that to my own spec with 8 lugs and not 10. And the reason I chose 8 lugs is because with less hardware, it lowers the fundamental. So I find that I get sufficient low end out of that drum. Inside, there's a Kelly shoe system. That's a mic holding system. It's suspension. It floats inside the shell, and it's got a Shure SM91 inside it. That's combined, obviously, on a separate channel with the sub kick, Yamaha sub kick that sits outside, and the engineer, front of house engineer, mixes and matches to his or her requirements. So those are the drums. Again, Yamaha PHX, 20 by 15, 8 lug, 12 by 8, 14 by 12, 16 by 16. The snare drum I'm using at the moment is a VK, which I'm very happy with. 14 by 5 3/4, 8 lug. Really, really great sounding drum. I'm also using the BC Gigster, which I love. It's been triggered by the SM91 inside, and it sets a little bump up into the throne. It's a wonderful device. The Yamaha hardware is, as you see it, 4 cymbal stands. Cymbals, let's go to the Zildjian cymbals. I've got a bottom new beat, and on top of that is they're both 13s, and that's Constantinople 13 on top of a 13 new beat, and I stuck put rivets in the bottom cymbal, which I like. This is a quite oldish, I think it might even be 70s or 80s thing crash that I've had for a very long time. Just love it. Ditto this guy. It's an Zildjian Custom EFX. The ride cymbal is the hybrid. That's a 21. I've got a Oriental 20 to my right and a little Oriental splash on top. I had some issues with a Yamaha pedal that broke on me, and when I tried to get a replacement Yamaha pedal, I couldn't get hold of anybody at Yamaha at the time, and so I went into a shop, and this is in the UK many years ago, and I went into a shop and I tried that. They didn't have a Yamaha, so I bought that one, and that's the reason there's a Tama pedal and not a Yamaha pedal on it. So and I'm quite happy with it. Back home, I've got the Yamaha pedal, the new Yamaha pedal, and I love it, but I haven't really needed to replace this one, hence the Tama pedal. So apologies to the Yamaha. This device is made by Russ Miller in collaboration with Bill Detamore, and it's basically a side stick enhancer, and it's called GrooveX, GRUV-X. And it's a really, really great device. Basically, there's your conventional side stick sound. I'm sure you can tell the difference between that. and it just raises it, raises the level. But the sound, I like the sound of it. It's not just the fact that it's louder. I like the sound of it. So if you've got a front of house engineer, that's one thing less for him or her to do, is to chase you when you go to cross stick. I've got a little bit of damping, typically like a lot of people on the floor, Tom. I tend to use drum dots most of the time. I think that's an Evans device, which is also very good. But most of the time I'm using these drum dots. I think that's about it. I think we've covered everything, Brent. Thank you very much indeed.